Oh, thanks, Max. Working this shift, it can be hard, if not impossible, to get a proper amount of sleep. But it turns out we're not alone, Suze.
Yeah, joining us this morning with just how much damage we're doing to ourselves. I feel it. By only getting a few hours a night. This is Dr. May Hernandez. She's from UnitedHealth. All right, let's start with what is the ideal amount of sleep? I've heard 6 hours, I've heard 7 hours, I've heard 8, 9, 10 hours. Which one is it?
So based on the studies, right? Below the age of 18 and an average about 8, right? Of course, babies need more. Once after the age of 18, about 6.5, maximum 7 will be suffice, as long as you're getting good quality sleep. But we tend to do 4 bad habits that impact what the type of sleep we get, right?
Okay.
So those 4 bad habits, the first one is actually using our phones, and it's blue light in here, right? So blue light actually stimulates the retinal, and it stimulates brain function. So it increases alertness. So what occurs is you need to basically, if you use the phone for an alarm, or your iPad or your laptop, the computer doesn't belong in the bedroom. So put your phone facing down so the alarm can still sound, and avoid the blue light utilization.
And obviously before you go to bed too, you don't want to be like looking at your phone, correct? Like how much before bedtime do you want to be putting that down?
Stay away from utilization of the phone at least 2 hours before your bedtime.
Okay.
So that's the first bad habit that we have. The second bad habit is exercising right before
Terry Hornstein, are you listening to this? She is so guilty. Yes, this is bad, right?
So this is the only time you're going to hear me say that. Because normally as a physician, I'm an advocate for exercise.
Is good, right? So, but right before bed, bad.
So at least 4 hours prior to your bedtime.
Wow. Okay.
Terry.
4 hours.
All right. What about the wrong snacks and drinks?
So thirdly, wrong snacks. We got, if they're loaded with caffeine, right? Chocolate is loaded with caffeine. So coffee, teas, any of those, even including things like you can use for headaches over the counter that can supplement. Things like Excedrin will have, any of the anti-migrainal medications will have caffeine in it, so you will be alert.
So what should we eat before bed?
So things like popcorn. A lot of the times folks don't understand that, if you're not lactose intolerant, milk is a wonderful source of one chemical that we need to regulate our sleep, and that's melatonin. So melatonin is mostly found in warm milk. Hence, when we give that to our babies, they fall right asleep.
Is it okay to have melatonin every night? I mean, because I take it every single night to go to bed, but I've heard that some people say you shouldn't do it every single night. But is it okay?
It is okay. You will use it. Whatever you don't use, you basically filter out.
Right.
Okay? So you can use it on a daily basis. I do not recommend things like anxiolytic or sedatives because they have an addiction potential, and it's actually bad side effects, right? And they disturb the quality of your sleep. So overall, and then basically, lastly, is making sure that you have a good routine schedule. If you have an erratic sleep cycle, some days you go to bed at 3 in the morning, some days you go to bed at 9 at night, then that's bad for your sleep cycle.
You need to go to bed at the same time just about every night. And you say alcohol's bad too.
Oh yes, alcohol, although it's a depressant, it actually induces reflux. So it will disturb the quality of your sleep. So while you are becoming sleepy at the beginning, you can actually have awake cycles and disturb that sleep that you need. So, and it's okay to have insomnia at least once or twice a week.
Really?
Yes. So most folks believe that that's, it's a disease burden, but it's not.
No, it's not. So, it's pretty normal.
Normal.
All right.
All right. Dr. Hernandez, we need you as our sleep therapist.
I know. You want to come to my house?